Hi, good evening, everyone. Who's here with me? How's it going? Let me see who's coming in. Good evening, good evening. Let's see. Hi, Julia. You were the very first. Number one, Julia. You won, huh? Look, Matthias is joining now. Now, there are quite a few, right, guys? It's just that Julia showed up as a hitchhiker, like that. Sarah, Paula, how are you? Good evening, Cynthia. Everyone's arriving. Let's go. Today we've got an awesome recipe. Today I'm going to decorate a cake, right, guys? Let's assemble the cake. Let me see. It stopped. It's already starting to freeze up. Wow. It even looks like there are some little dots here now. Can I move it? Guys, can you see me? Because it looks like it's frozen here for me. It's raining a lot. Hold on. Hold on. Good evening. Is there a spinning little ball now over there? I don't know what those spinning little balls are. I think I touched something. Just wait. Next thing you know, it'll start growing. My nose too. I saw a meme the other day that made me laugh so hard I cried. Good evening, everyone. Come on in. I laughed so hard I cried. There was a pastor saying something like that on a live, doing it. It was really live. He was, I think, preaching the gospel in a little while. And then something popped up and his nose started to grow. Oh, Jesus. Now it can't grow. My nose won't get any little balls, but that's fine. It looks nice. I can't even touch this phone. It's raining here today. I'm even afraid my internet might have problems, so let's get started, right? Japan, if you're in Japan, you're just waking up, right? Hi, Anna. Kisses, Anna. Let's go. Little dots, Mrs. Jane. You'll have these little dots. I'm not going to take them off, no. Because I don't know what I did that made these dots appear. Look how cute. It's going to stay like this. Let's go. Today I have a cake to decorate here. And I'm about to whip some whipped cream. I'm not going to waste much time because I'm really worried about my internet here since it's raining. And it's a bit windy too, right? I don't know if the rain is going to get heavier or not. And every time it rains, the power goes out here, the internet drops, everything messes up, right? Let's go. Well, Joelma says she wants the booklet. Joelma, have you already posted recipes there? Have you already written a recipe? If you're just joining and haven't written yet, start writing now. Who's not in the VIP group? Okay, right. Recipe. Guys, it's coming. It's coming. Today is Monday. On Wednesday, in 2 days, I'll release the link for those in the VIP group to get my booklets. There are 10 booklets for this year. In a moment, I'll show you all. Let a few more people join and then I'll talk. But in the meantime, if you're not in the VIP group yet, join in, just type recipe here. Then you'll get a link in your direct messages. You go there, click the link and join the VIP group, okay? And there in the VIP group, I'm already sharing everything. Whoever joins will already be in the know about everything there. Now, about the price of the booklet, I'll tell you tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow I'll let you know. Shall we whip some cream? Because I have to decorate a cake and I haven't whipped the cream yet. Today I'm going to use a whipped cream. That's it, keep typing recipe. Those who aren't in the VIP group yet, keep typing. A lot of people still aren't in the VIP group. Guys, make sure you join the group because that's the only place I'll be sending the link. So you can get all 10 booklets. 10 booklets for the price of just one, guys. I'll show Eversy in just a bit. A question for you all. Today I'm going to decorate a showcase style cake, okay? So I'm going to talk all about showcase cakes. It's a little different from a traditional cake. Usually we make the traditional cake taller. It's about 10 centimeters high, right? The showcase cake is a bit shorter. So I'm going to show you all that. But I'm going to use a whipped cream. This one here I've actually never used before. And I'd like to know if anyone here has tried it. I am certainly going to give this a try. And if for any reason it doesn't meet my expectations, you know that I am always completely honest and transparent about what I taste. However, the brand itself is undeniably good, a brand that I am very familiar with, and I can confidently vouch for this brand because I have known it and trusted it for many, many years. Ever since I can remember in the pastry business, for more than 20, 25 years, I've known this brand. And I've always used this brand's whipped cream. It's one of the older whipped creams, right? Which was really good, by the way. Now, they've launched another type of whipped cream. Shall we try it? I want to hear from you. If you've already used it, let me know because I'm going to try it today. Today, I haven't even whipped it yet. This one, look. It's from Ceci Bomb, guys. From Hicks. I don't know. I think it's from Hicks. Look, if you've already used it, tell me what you thought. I'm going to use this chocolate one. Have you tried it? Even if it was just the white one. Because there are three. They have the traditional one and they have this one. Tell me what you thought. What did you think? Katya said it's great. Alice said she's never used it. Alice, me too. No, I'm going to try it today, okay? Lara Jane hasn't either. Look, some people are saying it's great. So that's how it is. Some have used it a lot, already tried it. Others haven't. It's something new, I think, right? Because like it's not that new on the market, but we see so much whipped cream, right, guys? Let's give it a try. There are people who don't know it, and I like to test things out. So I'm going to do a test with them. Well, since I have to work on my cake, I'll go ahead and start whipping the cream, okay? Let me grab it here. And let me tell you something, okay? If it's good, I'm going to stick with it. Because it's got a good price, it's affordable, and I need flavor, right? I need flavor, I need texture, so that's what we're going for. I'm going to whip it more slowly today so it doesn't incorporate too much air. I don't know this one. So I'm not going to make, let's say, a chantilly out of it. Because when we make whipped cream, we beat it all the way, right? No, I'm going to try to get it to a good texture, especially since today I don't really need to incorporate a lot of air into it, okay? So you know that every time we're going to make whipped cream, you have to whip it, unless you don't want to make it. If you want to work just with pure whipped cream without adding anything later, just using the pure whipped cream, you need to whip it at a medium to low speed, right? Don't whip it too hard. I make a recipe in a bain-marie. Let me see if anyone else is saying something. Very good. Ivonia said it's very good. I've already used it. Then someone said they didn't like the consistency. Bye. So let's do the test, right? Did you use the chocolate one? Let me stir it. I've already stirred it, but let me give it a little mix now that I've cut it. Let's go. I'm going to do the test now. I'm going to put in half to see if it yields well. I won't need much because my cake is small. It's really nice and cold. Wow. It's been in my fridge like this for quite a while now. I left it there. I made sure it was really cold. And I also left it in the freezer for half an hour because I like my whipped cream super cold, you know? I'm going to whip it here. Oh, but this mixer is really loud. I'm going to move it a little further over there. Okay? And I'll show you the result. Wow, it's noisy. I forgot, guys. Let me just give it a turn here. Otherwise, it's going to be noisy here in our... Let me try to move it over here. Oh, it's not going to work. It's really noisy. That's why sometimes I already have the whipped cream ready because I don't like the sound of the mixer. Seriously, I am truly going to try to carefully put it right here for a little bit. I will definitely have to firmly hold it and I will then gently whip it on the absolute lowest speed setting. It's much slower. Look, I'm asking you guys because I haven't tried it. Boom! The people's voice, right? So, guys, you need to tell me. And today I'm going to try it. If I think it's good, I'll say so, okay? I'm going to whip it on the lowest speed. It's going to take a while. And China out there, oh my God, I truly need to travel, my dear friend. China for us is our very good friend from Masio. Kisses to everyone. I deeply miss that wonderful place. You absolutely should follow him. He always has incredibly great trips and amazing adventures over there on the curve. Yeah, it's truly an experience not to be missed. Let me see. It's mixing, it's mixing. How are you supposed to understand? Good evening, don't mind the noise, it's part of the process. It really is, it's mixing. I personally do not have the patience to mix at a very slow speed. I don't know about you, but I certainly do have patience. Tuna talk about the workbooks. The 16th is coming up Wednesday. Hello, Silmara, good evening. I've got my little cake here. Look. It's beautiful, huh? I put in half a bottle. It's like this, look. Look at my little cake. Really moist and incredibly tender. Look at this texture. It's quite cold right here if you look closely. Let me just take a moment to see if I can accurately measure it. I understand, I know what you're thinking, but it's important to remember that the measurement is given in centimeters, which can sometimes be a bit misleading. It's more like a substantial height when you convert it mentally. Oh, it's in centimeters, isn't it? The display case door is lower. I am now going to show you something truly delightful by the delicious cake. Let me just quickly check over there if it's ready. And let me take a look while I keep mixing on low speed. I'm very methodical, guys. I don't like lim. I don't know about you, but let's check its texture. But I don't think it's ready yet. It's still at Maya to feel if there are any lumps. I think it needs a bit more. It's still too soft. I think it needs more. It's really, really soft still, but you can see it. I like that point where it turns so you can smooth the cake to work with a piping tip. Look, it's already getting there. I'll go a little longer, okay? I'm also going to try beating it a bit more. Let's go. I'm beating it very slowly. If it goes past the point at the speed I'm beating it here, then I'll have to fix it. I'll smooth it out with condensed milk, which I like, right? That's just how I am. I'm kind of a little bee type recipe. Join WhatsApp. And it's almost here. On the upcoming 16th, which is a Wednesday, I am going to open up the WhatsApp application. Just take a good long look at that. And on the very first beat setting, it's currently going around and around. It's right here at my personal residence, my comfortable and familiar house, and then it continues its movement. So how exactly is it going with that particular situation? I'm going to leave it a little longer. It doesn't like the name. And has already filmed even more too, with additional footage captured. But for me, let's see, for smoothing cakes, it's at the stiff peak stage. Look, for smoothing the cake, it's at the stiff peak. What did I think of it? Let me try it. Well, I found it a little foamy, like lighter. When I say foamy, I mean light, really light, okay? Let's go. Later, if needed, I'll beat it a little more. Let's analyze it. A lot of people ask me, everyone, Leon, did you use it? Did you use this one? Is it good? Let's see now. It's reaching a good consistency. And it's already formed a nice stiff peak. And it's not super airy. It's not, with a lot of air bubbles because I whipped it on the lowest speed first. So let's do the test at the bottom. I thought it reached the right consistency quickly. Now, to make piping decorations, I need it to be a bit firmer because for me, for piping, the way it is right now, it wouldn't work. Let me check with the spatula. For Smoothing cakes, I feel like I need to whip it a little more. But just by stirring it like this, guys, it also thickens up, okay? And it's really shiny. Look how beautiful it is. Look at that shine, right? I think I'm going to test it at this consistency to smooth the cake. Oh, I haven't tasted it yet. Let me try it. Guys, so I've already tested the yield and I thought it made a good amount. Look, half and half. See, it made quite a lot. Did you know that when we whip a whole batch, it yields less than if you whip half and then whip the other half separately? I've already tested this and I'm telling you, it really does yield less, okay? Edna said she loved it. Edna, I thought the texture was really nice. I whipped it on the lowest speed and it turned out well. It didn't get too airy. It's not airy at all. Not even a little, because I whipped it to the right point. Let's give it a try. This is the third step. Tea, let's see. It's not very sweet. It works really well here, you know, for making cakes with a sweeter filling. I liked it. To me, it barely has any sugar, especially this chocolate one here. I thought it was nice. The consistency is great too. So, shall we? Look, the consistency is good. It's not airy. Let's work with it. If it gets airy, we'll just keep moving it around, okay? Now, I want to know from you all, are you typing the word recipe here? Let me see. Let me just show you this real quick. And for those of you who joined the VIP WhatsApp group, you're already getting a lot of information. And over there, we've even shared the price of the booklet, okay? Because for those of you who don't know, on the 16th, I'm going to offer for those in the WhatsApp group my 10 booklets for the price of one. You only pay for one, just one. And I'll send you 10. Look at that. But just so you know, they're digital, okay? They're not printed, please. There are people saying today, I opened the groups, right, to see if there were any questions there. And the biggest questions are like this: Leo, isn't it really expensive to print? Guys, I think what you should be concerned about is whether the recipes are good. If the recipes work, because when it comes to printing, you'll print them little by little. There really are a lot of recipes. Take a look. I like mine on thicker paper, okay? But there are a lot of recipes here. So, look at how thick my booklets are. There are a lot of recipes. Now, focus on having these recipes with you. Then you can print them out. Take 1 month. Hey, is it thundering? It's already falling. So many booklets, they won't stay put. They fall over. There are so many. Guys, it's thundering. Take 1 month and print one. The next month, you print another, because this booklet is yours. It's for life. It may not be eternal, but it's for life. And it's yours. So print them little by little. Don't worry if printing is expensive. Guys, as long as you have them in PDF, you'll get all 10 PDFs of all the booklets. And there are also people who ask, but is it hard? It's not hard to access, and if you have any trouble, we have our support team will help you. Hold on, let me grab it, it's falling. There's absolutely no difficulty in accessing it. Look at how many booklets there are. All for the price of one, okay guys? You'll get all of this for the price of a single booklet. Oh, you can buy it for the price of 3. Chantilly, right? It's the price of one and you get them all. Tomorrow I'll tell you the price. All right, let me put it here. And I want to decorate this cake. Let me tell you something here. As I was saying with these cakes, display cakes that we leave nicely decorated in the display case, which we call display cake, because it's not a party or birthday cake. You can celebrate a birthday with it, no problem at all. It's just that it's not sometimes a cake that's been specially ordered, made exclusively for that purpose. So we make the display cakes and leave them there in the display case. When a customer comes in, they choose the cake they want and take it. It's not a cake ordered for the exclusivity of an event. So we don't make it tall. It has 2 layers of filling, but it's much shorter, about 6 centimeters tall, okay? Because then the whipped cream will go on top, which will add a bit more height. So Don't worry and take this tip for anyone who's going to work with this, right? To sell to your customers, to offer to your clients. This filling is the one we made yesterday, the sonjo de balsa filling. I assembled this cake today. I didn't have time to put it together yesterday. So let's see how it is here, and if everything's all right, grab the spatula and let's go, right? Let me take this out of here. And here's the effect of the soft filling. Look how beautiful it is. Guys, it's that filling we made here yesterday. Let me just scrape it here with the spatula. Wonderful, right? Guys, you don't need to hydrate the whipped cream the way I whipped it here. I don't think it will need to be hydrated. I whipped it at a low speed, and if I had whipped it at a very high speed, it would have incorporated too much air, and then you would need to hydrate it, right? So if we incorporate too much air, it will all get... Let me get my piping bag, and now I'm going to go around the edge with it, okay? Later I'll show you a syrup. It's a chocolate syrup. And we're going to make a cool decoration here. So this filling is the stage blood filling. I taught you how to make it here yesterday, remember? Let me give it another stir. Here, just to let it set a little because I don't like lemon. And let's go. And also, if it gets a little Leo, it went past the point, it got a bit porous, that's not a problem because I'm going to pour a shiny syrup on top here. So it won't be an issue and it won't even show now. In this case, the whipped cream, I'll use a piping tip with it later, right? Yeah. And I like to put whipped cream around the cake and let it finish, nothing against fondant. But I've just gotten used to working with whipped cream piped around it. Well, for those who are still here and haven't seen it yet, yesterday I left it recorded there. Hey, for those who are here and haven't joined the VIP group, just type the word recipe and I'll send you a link. You'll join the VIP group, which I need you to do, because on the 16th, that's the day I'm going to release my booklets, and I'll only send the link to those who are in the VIP group. All right. So take advantage of this opportunity. Just type the word recipe now and then join the VIP group. And let me tell you something. Look, I like to make, when the cake has a really sweet filling, I thought it turned out a little bit porous this time. Okay, guys, it sat here for a while and got kind of porous. Honestly, in this case, I should have worked with it a bit softer, but I learned and we keep moving forward. I liked it here, but I would need to get the consistency a bit better and learn to pay attention to that. I'm going to add a little bit here to finish off our cake, like I said. Even if it's a little porous here, it's not a problem because I'm still gonna pour a chocolate syrup over the top, okay? But if it's cake, it really did turn out porous here, see? I stirred it a bit and it got a little porous. So for those of us who like a whipped cream that's really, really, really shiny and smooth, you have to leave it a lot softer to be able to spread it because here it's quite porous. I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to pour a syrup over the top. Let me grab it here. And I like to make sure when I'm working with whipped cream and I'm not going to pour any syrup on top. For me, it has to be smooth, perfect, right? Wow, it turned out really porous. Can you see that? It's okay, I'm going to pour a syrup over the top, okay? But that's fine. I should have whipped it much less than I did. Or else velvety, like we used to making it velvety, right? I wanted to do it without making it velvety, but since I don't need to, I'm just going to pour syrup on top. But if I were only going to work with whipped cream without adding syrup, I would need to whip it to a softer consistency. Or else my way, okay? Well, this is good here. Now I'm gonna make a little syrup here, a ganache for us to pour on top. That's why I'm not worried. I hope it works out because, as I said, I'm not very familiar with whipped cream. Here I have, look, 100 grams of chocolate. It can be compound chocolate, that's fine. And I also have 100 grams of heavy cream. And now it's 1-to-1. Okay. So it's the same amount of heavy cream as chocolate, the same amount of chocolate, okay? I'm going to add it here. Wow, I'm feeling hot here, guys. I'm going to add the heavy cream to the chocolate. Look. Guys, all these little recipes, these sauces, this filling I showed you here that we made yesterday are in my booklets, okay? It's all in there. I'm taking it out here for you. And this sauce, as well as other sauces, are from the Pastry Chef Training Booklet. In it, I teach cakes, fillings, sauces, frostings, okay? Let me take the booklet out of here because now I'm going to put it with the finished ones. All right, so to make this little sauce, I have here 100 grams of chocolate for 100 grams of heavy cream. I'm going to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and we'll go slowly 30, then another 30, okay? If I think it's going to get too hard, too firm, I'll add a little more heavy cream. Okay, let me see if there are any questions. I don't like to turn off the comments swelling. I like to see what you all are asking, you know? Check if people are typing the word recipe so they can get the link. So when I turn off comments, I feel really distant from you all. I keep thinking, I wonder if they're enjoying it. Because here the reaction is instant, right? If you're not enjoying it, I'm sure you'll say so. So I like that. I like this back and forth, you know? Otherwise, I feel really alone here. I'll end up thinking there's no one here with me. Let me grab it. I'm going to give it the first little stir. Not yet. It hasn't melted. But let's go 100 grams of chocolate. Guys, try to use semi-sweet chocolate. I think it looks better, you know? It's less sweet, right? Let's cut down a little on the sweetness in life. That's what I think. I'm going to try to melt it without overheating because soon I'll have to put it on the cake and it'll get too hot if I do, right? If I heat it up, then it won't work to put it on the cake. We'll have to wait for it to cool down a bit. Right? That's it. Write the word I'm so in love. Oh my God. Guys, big kiss to you all. I'm really happy when you're here with me. And I want to remind you, while I'm here melting my ganache, my topping, right? While I'm here melting, I want to remind you that on Wednesday, right, I'll be here launching my 10 recipe booklets for you. That's 10 booklets for the price of just one. So type the word recipe so you can join the VIP group, because when you type the word recipe there, I'll send you a link in your direct messages. Then you click the link and join the VIP group, okay? Let me give you a tip to make a shiny syrup here. Let me see if I have it. Let me see if it's here. Man, hold on. I put it away. I don't know where. Yeah, glucose. If you add a little bit of glucose here, your syrup will turn out shinier. Just let it melt a little. For this amount, you can add about 30 grams, around 30 grams or a tablespoon of glucose here. This will make a really glossy, beautiful syrup, okay? You can melt it together with the chocolate and the heavy cream. All right, let me just clean up here because I made a mess. Let me get the glucose, and I'm going to add a little bit of this particular glucose right here, just a small amount. Hold on. I'm going to add about a tablespoon or around 30 grams here, okay, into the chocolate, and I'll heat it up a bit more because it hasn't melted yet. When you do this, you're giving your syrup some shine, right? Let's go. And then you stir it, add it right at the beginning. I forgot, I was just gonna make the recipe like this, but add it at the start because then it melts as it heats up and dissolves together with the chocolate, turning into that shiny, beautiful syrup. I have some other some other types of ovolvov, syrup. Let me ask you something. Is there going to be a certificate? Guys, the booklets don't come with a certificate because it's not a course, okay? It's just the booklets themselves, so there's no certificate, all right? It's just the booklet. You will receive the link. If you are in the VIP group, you will get the link on the 16th, which is Wednesday at 9 in the morning. You will click on the link. I'll leave this here to melt a bit more. You will click on the link and make your purchase, okay? For the price of one booklet, you get 10. And there's still another gift for you all that I'll tell you about tomorrow, all right? Just look at that, guys. Tomorrow I'll tell you everything. I want everyone here with me. So you get 10 and you've already bought the backpack, you open everything up and then you download it, print it out, do whatever you want. But you're gonna receive a digital PDF, okay? It's not printed, all right? Let me grab it here. Now it's melted. Now it's done. Whoa, it's hot in here and I have 2 air conditioners on. Look, how is it? Gaspardo, you said you've already bought it. So for those who are already our students who have been in the VIP group for a while and have attended previous classes, you've already had the chance to reserve your workbook and your registration is pretty much guaranteed, right? And for those who are just arriving now and didn't know about it, there's still time. All you have to do is go join the VIP group. Just type the word Recita and join the VIP group. And then on the 16th, you'll get the link. It's the same for everyone, okay? All right, guys, look at how it is already. Look at how shiny this syrup turned out. Do you see this? It's like this because I added glucose. That's why it has this beautiful shine. See? Gorgeous, right? I just don't want to pour it while it's too hot, friend. Otherwise, it'll melt the whipped cream. Delicias Daval has already reserved it too. I bought it. Awesome. Super awesome. All these recipes I've been sharing with you these days, they're all in the booklet, guys. In the booklets, right? There are several. You'll find everything there. All kinds of syrups. Look at this. Amazing. Look at that shine. Oh, codes, huh? Just add glucose and you'll see your syrup transform. Right now it's way too hot. Let's stir it. I'm not in much of a hurry today. I'm just gonna ask someone over there to grab the condensed milk for me later because I'll need to get a better consistency. I thought it turned out too grainy for me to work with condensed milk. Let me see if someone looks at me. Yeah, but I don't think they're going to look at me. Oh, man. No one's looking at me. I'm all alone here, guys. There are 2 people over on the other side. No one looks at me. I want to get the right consistency here with the condensed milk. No one looks at me, but that's okay. Let me cool this down a bit. Let's go. All right, let's do this. It's a little hot, but let's see if it'll work. Okay, here we go. Let me clean my spatula because I'm going to need it now. Well, when I work with display case pies, I like to put this shiny syrup on top because I think it looks nice. And I like to do a kind of marbling effect. You don't need to make it completely. If you want, you can also go around the edge here, pouring it so it runs down separately. Listen to that thunder, guys. You can do that too. But I'm going to make it really marbled. I'm going to do something a bit different. Look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it here, okay? A certain amount. Okay. And now here, look, we're gonna spin it. Let's see if it will run down the sides. If it doesn't run down the sides, we'll make it run by adding a little more, okay? And if it starts to blend with another color, that's exactly what I want. I want to make it marbled. Look how cool that is, guys. It's already starting to drip. See that? My syrup is at just the right consistency. Perfect consistency. That's why I told you I wasn't worried that the whipped cream was a little porous, because I was going to put the syrup around it. Okay? See? And now I'm going to get my spatula a bit messier and work around it. Mixing, I don't want it like this. I want it completely covered, okay? And now I come in with this, look, I start turning it. And then I can add more if I want. I want it marbled. So let me get the syrup and put it around, see? And I keep working it, leaving it marbled, okay? I think it looks nicer that way. A little more here. Let me clean my spatula. Here I can pour it right on top, see? So it drips a bit more down the side. And then we just keep letting it. When it's a display tart, you don't need to worry about making it super smooth. See here? Adding more to cover it up. Guys, porous whipped cream is tricky, huh? Honestly, I should have made it smoother. But let's keep going. There we go. That's it. I want it like this. Look at that shine. Look at the shine. See? I want it really shiny like this. All right. And then you can work the top here and also, look, add a little more here. There. Done. Let me adjust this here. Okay. And now I'm going to use a piping tip. So let me grab the condensed milk to fix up this whipped cream. Now I'm going to go over the top here, finishing the decoration, see? So it gets marbled on top as well, all right? Like this. And now I'm going to work with the piping tip. I wanted to get the condensed milk over there, but there's no one here to help me. Let's go. Now I'm going to clean around the edges. Let me grab a cloth here and wipe it down a bit because I'm going to work with whipped cream and a piping tip around the sides, okay? And for this beautiful decoration, since my delicious filling is Sogno de Balsa, I already have some delightful Sogno de Balsa chocolates right here to use for the final decoration, okay? I'm going to clean the sides. And down here too, because a little bit of syrup dripped here. Let's go, it's mouth-watering, right? Look, pure chocolate. Look at this. If you put chocolate like this around it, it looks really beautiful. And now, let me grab the whipped cream here and see what I'm going to do, because now that it's been sitting, it's gotten a bit grainy. So I need to give it a little stir. And I'm going to ask, oh guys, I think I'm going to have to go get the condensed milk from the fridge, because there isn't even, oh, hang on. Ta! Come here. Oh, you got my hopes up. There are some medium-sized blue cans of condensed milk in the fridge. Can you grab one for me? Because now I'm going to work with a piping tip and I want to get it to a better consistency. I'm going to use the 1M tip. And there's another tip too, which is the 8. Let me see if this one is the 4B or 6B. This one is the 8B, okay? I'll use this one for the bottom and the 1M for the top. So let's get started. Let me see what you guys are saying. Good evening. Add liquid whipped cream, that works too, liquid whipped cream, or condensed milk, or liquid whipped cream. But I think the liquid whipped cream will just make it, when you mix it, it'll stay porous. Condensed milk won't. It will give it the consistency I need. And with liquid whipped cream, the more you add, as you mix it to get the right texture, it'll just go back to being porous. Yeah, there's a smaller one, right? There's a smaller, lighter one. This one is way too big, yeah, in the fridge. Oh, who's arriving? Rose said she's just getting here now. Kisses, Rose. Sweetheart, Fatina is asking, to make a cake that's 35 centimeters in diameter, how much whipped cream does she need? You'll need, for 35 centimeters in diameter, you have to check the weight, but on average, it's about a liter of whipped cream, okay? Because I like to use a good amount of whipped cream, guys, because it gives you, confidence when you're decorating. Guys, I'm going to add the condensed milk. My condensed milk comes in a large container, so I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons, okay? and I'll mix it. Let's go. Let's adjust this here. And then Ila, that's great. Look, it's a whole different thing. See how it's already changed, guys? Look at this. Just a little bit that I added here. See? And it's already something else. Wonderful. We learn how to work with whipped cream, right? For Iptoso, it smooths out on the cake like this. You have to, I'm adding another spoonful of condensed milk. You have to let it work it on low speed, like I did. I had it at the right consistency, nice and soft, but then I went and messed with it. I'm not used to this, but that's okay. Now, look at this. So smooth, see? Perfect, right? All right, let me put it in my piping bag. It took a bit of work because I'm not used to it, but I like the flavor and the texture, and you get used to it. The important thing is knowing how to get the whipped cream to the right consistency. Oh, Leo, if it's overbeaten, just bring it back. If it's not ready, beat it a little more. You have to learn, baker. You have to learn how to work, right? Oh, I ruined everything, threw it away. No, it's not like that. Some people like to adjust the consistency with more liquid whipped cream, like our friend was saying. Or you can use condensed milk. I think that besides helping to get the right consistency, it also adds weight, you know, to the whipped cream. It makes it heavier. All right, let's go. I'm going to divide my cake into 4 parts, just making one just making a little rosette here, just so I can see, right? Look, just so I know. So I'm going to divide it into 4 parts, okay? Here and here. And now, do I put 1 in each half, or do I put 2? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm just going to divide it one more time down the middle. Right down the middle. Because the more you divide, the more sonjo de valsa you have to put on top. And it gets more expensive. So you have to be careful with that. Well, I just divided it. Now I'm going to do my work here, right? With my M tip, look, going up. Let's go. And this here is the showcase cake, right, guys? The showcase cake, which we decorate with strawberries, with our, in this case, sonjo de valsa, right? And it all looks really, really beautiful, okay? Look how amazing it's already looking. In a bit, I'll decorate over there. Now I'm going to put on the piping tip. I can even put it down here. If it's there, let's go with this one. I'll put the AB tip here. I like this tip here because it looks nice. Give the gel a little shine, and let's go. This cake turned out big, huh? Later I'll weigh it for you guys, but keep in mind there's also the weight of the little wooden board underneath. All right, let me give it another stir. Now, with the condensed milk in here, it's not porous anymore. It turned out awesome. But that's it. Brazilians always find a way. It has a good flavor, a nice texture, and look, I'm working with it almost pure here. I only added 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. Now I'm going to work down here, finishing it up to make it look nice. We're going to put it in the display case, so it has to look good, right? Don't just put it any old way, okay? You have to finish and decorate the cake nicely. And I'm making it with sonjo de valsa. So let's put some sonjo de valsa on top. Look, if you're watching, you already know, right? On the 16th tomorrow, I'll be here. Tomorrow I'll be here because I need to talk about the price, the value of my booklet, right? I'll be here tomorrow making a recipe with you all, and I'll share all the information about the booklet price, everything that's inside, and the gift I'm bringing for you here too, right? So you need to be here tomorrow, okay? I've got almost 400 people here, and I want everyone here tomorrow. Remember, if you're not in the VIP WhatsApp group, type the word recipe so you can get the link to join the VIP group. Once you join the VIP group, you'll get the link to purchase the booklet. You'll pay for 1 booklet and get 10. And those recipes are in there, and I'll prove it to you soon. I'll open it up and show you exactly where this recipe is, okay? Here I'm going to add sonho de valsa. Wow, this stuff turns out so good. Look at this, guys. This is a display case cake. Want to make it extra special? Want to offer it to your customer, right? Even if someone buys it just to celebrate a birthday, they're going to take home something of really high quality. Look how beautiful this is, guys. With sonho de valsa filling that I taught you yesterday. Who wasn't here yesterday? Look at this, it's quite a cake. We call it a torte, but let me tell you something. This here is just gorgeous, isn't it? Let me do a little finishing touch here. So I can easily turn it in this particular way. Guys, this is precisely why we are so incredibly successful. That's exactly why when you truly see these magnificent cakes, your mouth genuinely waters with anticipation. Tell the truth. Look, this Willook, the whipped cream I told you about that I never used before. Look at this. Look. Look at that. It turned out amazing, guys. I really liked it a lot. I think it's really worth it to try new things, right? To experiment with the ingredient too. I thought it was totally worth it. So good. And for those of you just joining, do you want a piece of this showcase cake? Let me weigh it. Let me check my scale. It's just that I'm here. I have a little tray here that weighs about 300 grams. Let me see if I can do it now. How am I going to weigh this? Hold on. Let me see how much it is. All right, I'll weigh it and let you know. I think it came out to 2.5 because you have to subtract the tray. To me, it feels light. It's not heavy. The cake is a sponge cake. The filling is sonho de valsa, which I made yesterday. The frosting is whipped cream, okay? It's super light too, and there's a shiny little ganache on top with 10 sonho de valsa chocolates. Look at this, guys. I can't tilt it too much. Let's go. I think judging by the weight, it's about 2.5. You have to subtract 300 grams for the wooden tray. Let's go. Whoa, it turned off. Hold on. My scale is really bad, guys. It's really bad. It's not holding. It's such a terrible scale. It turns off when I put it on. So annoying. It's not going to work. My scale keeps turning off. It's just not working out. I'll have to, let me take out sometimes it's the battery, right? Bad battery, bad scale. Hold on. Let's see if it works now. Hope it works. Hold on. Let me try. Oops. Oh, it showed less. Here it says 280. 280. We have to subtract a bitlets, so it's 2 kilos. All right, 2 kilos. Didn't I tell you it was light? Guys, that's what display case cakes are like. They have size. Do you see the size? Look at this. It came out to 2 kilos. I thought it turned out really big, right? It's like if it were a party cake, it would be about 3 kilos here. Because party cakes, well, the filling is a bit heavier. That's why yesterday when I made the filling, I told you this filling is special for display case cakes because it's light, right? So we make the filling light, the cake looks big, it catches the customer's eye, the customer weighs it, pays for 2 kilos of cake, takes home a huge cake. They'll be super happy and will come back to buy more, right? So look at this, it's really awesome, right? Put the cake in, turn it on, I already did. So it came out to it came out to 2 kilos, 2 kilos and 280 grams. I'm taking 280 grams off for the baking tray, which was about 300 grams. Okay? Now this little recipe here, I want to show you something. let me grab it here. I have here a booklet because in here I have, look, panettones and Christmas recipes for you, which will be available on Wednesday for those who get pastry chef training. In this pastry chef training, I have a chocolate glazed syrup. Look, there are syrups here. Chocolate syrup is here and shiny chocolate syrup. So the one I showed you is right here. Look, shiny chocolate syrup, which is what I just showed you here. And there are other things here as well. 100 recipes for commercial purposes. There's everything here. Party sweets, all my recipes. Traditional and trendy Easter. This one, let me see which one it is. Chocolate making techniques for those who will be working at Easter. By the way, we work with chocolate all year round, right? 80 structured fillings. Here, let me see. There is already a waltz dream here. Here, look, on page 2, a truffled waltz dream. Oh, do you want to see? Truffled waltz dream, which is what we made yesterday. Here it is. Look, my little waltz dream recipe, which we made yesterday and is today's filling. Cakes for structured cakes. The batter for this cake is here because here you have all types of batters. Sponge cake, semi-butter sponge, butter cake, and the butter cake, and other types of batters. Chiffon, there's everything here, okay? 40 types of fillings that don't need to be cooked, including this waltz dream, which is also one of the fillings that doesn't need to be cooked, okay? And I have savory snacks for parties. So guys, there's a booklet for you to work with all year long. There are 10 booklets here, right? For the price of just one. Tomorrow I'll be here so we can make more recipes. And tomorrow, for those who aren't in the group, type the word recipe so you can get the link to join the group, because on Wednesday is the day I'll be opening it up for you. I'll be sending the link to you in the VIP group. It's not hard for you to access the link. A lot of people are asking, Leo, is it hard? Guys, it's not. When you join, you receive the access link in your email so you can download the booklets. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And tomorrow I'll tell you another piece of news, but I'll save that for tomorrow. There's good stuff coming tomorrow. Lots of new things here. Okay? So don't miss tomorrow's class, our live session. I'll be here with you. And look, there are so many recipes here. It's online, it's digital, it's not printed. A lot of people ask, right? And they get worried. But Leo, do you think I'll be able to download it? Of course you will, guys. The PDF is right there. Just click and download it. But is it expensive for me to print? Well, that depends on where you print it, right? Okay. So that's it, whether you print it in color or not, right? Because it comes in color, but if you don't want to, just don't print it in color, right? And that's it. Here's a beautiful little cake. I'm going to put it in my display case to sell because it's just gorgeous, guys. Really beautiful. And I hope you enjoyed our little recipe. This here is our Sonho de Valsa cake, and I've already made the filling recipe with you all. And I'm really happy indeed. Angelica, thank you, dear. I'm the one who should thank you. I'm grateful that you are here with me, right? Tomorrow I'll be back with another recipe and to tell you all about the news in our booklets, what's coming, and you'll also get the gifts I have for you tomorrow. So be here with me, okay? A kiss, everyone. Thank you so much for keeping me company, okay? Bye! Bye, everyone!